This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 11 o'clock, this is Harvey Cook. The former Pope, Benedict XVI, has died at the age of 95. He led the Catholic Church from 2005 until 2013, when he became the first Pope to resign for 600 years. The head of the Catholic Church in England and Wales said he was one of the great theologians of the 20th century and praised his gentleness and the perceptiveness of his mind. Our Europe correspondent Bethany Bell sent this report from the Vatican.
The Vatican, in a statement, said former Pope Benedict passed away at 9:34 in the morning at the Mater Ecclesiae Monastery in the Vatican. The former Pope was 95 years old and had been in poor health for some time. Catholics here in Rome and around the world have been praying for Benedict after Pope Francis said his health had deteriorated earlier this week. Details of the funeral have not yet been announced. Benedict's biographer, Peter Zewald, told the BBC this will be the first time in the 2,000-year-old history of the Church that a sitting Pope will have to bury his predecessor.
People travelling to England from China will have to show a negative COVID test before they board a flight. The rule comes into effect from Thursday. A number of countries, including the US, France and India, have imposed testing for Chinese arrivals after Beijing said it would ease travel restrictions despite a surge in coronavirus infections. Rasmus Bech-Hansen is from Airfinity Health Analytics, which has been modelling COVID cases in China.
Our model says that we are around 1.8 million daily infections, but that will grow in the coming month to 4 million a day, and there are around 11,000 deaths daily in China, but that will grow sadly to 25,000 deaths a day. So it's a very, very serious wave we're seeing playing out in China at the moment.
A 53-year-old woman's been charged with murder after a man was stabbed to death at a house in East Yorkshire. Paul Hanson, who was 54, died in hospital after he was found injured at the property in the village of West Carrick on Wednesday. Theresa Hanson will appear at Hull Magistrates Court later today. 4 members of England's women's football team that won this year's Euros are among those named in the New Year honours list. The Lionesses' Dutch coach, Sarina Wiegman, is also recognised with an honorary award. There are knighthoods for Queen's guitarist Brian May and the artist Grayson Perry, while the former Olympic heptathlete Denise Lewis has made a dame.
Over the last few weeks, the momentum has started to build. People have been asking me, and obviously it's all been covert and hush. And I'm like, this is really happening. This is happening to me. And so I'm beside myself. I'm overwhelmed. I'm delighted and immensely proud.
New Zealand has become one of the first countries to ring in 2023. People in the capital, Wellington, have been celebrating with fireworks and an orchestra. This evening, London and Edinburgh will welcome large crowds back to the New Year festivities for the first time since the pandemic. And that's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 11.
Thank you, Harvey. And Happy New Year to New Zealand.